The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball. Welcome to the Scholastic Ball Report. We've got a great show for you this week. As always, there's a great feature from WKYT around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, girls basketball team from Franklin County High School, regional champs. The Crown Trophy Scholar Athletes of the Week are from Great Crossing boys basketball team. From Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Driver of the Week, with some great sports action. Rob Uller is here from UK Sports Medicine Healthcare. But we think we know what you want. You want highlights. We got the best highlights in the state. They're called Game Time with Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, and Alex Walker.
George Rogers Clark battling the defending champ Sacred Heart. Kennedy Stamper with 2 early triples for the Cards. Just a 7th grader lighting up the nets at Rupp Arena. She scored 7, GRC up 14-8 after 1, and they continue to impress in the second. Brianna Byers, a head full of steam and 1, 13 points for the junior. The Cards led by 2 at the break, but the #1 team in the state comes storming back. Trinity Ralston 3-point play, Sacred Heart by 19 to set up a date with Cooper in the semis.
They're a tremendous team. We knew that coming in. They're Ralston and Johnson they're a load. They're tough to defend. Our kids fought hard. We've had a tremendous season. Very proud of them, the effort, and they're great kids, and fun coaching them, love coaching them, and love them to death.
There is always excitement when it is tournament time in the Bluegrass, especially this year as things are even more closer to normal than what they were last year during the Sweet 16. Many of these teams remember March 2020 when the tournament was suspended and then ultimately canceled as COVID-19 started to hit Kentucky. Last year, the tournament returned. However, there were some restrictions still, including masks being required and spacing throughout the arena. This year, though, there aren't restrictions, and students say they are excited to get to cheer on their teams and feel like this is a real boost to morale after 3 school years were impacted by COVID.
It's good to finally get the full high school experience, especially in person, finally being able to be, not social distance, not with masks and everything. And this team, the girls basketball Sweet 16, bringing back some normalcy really feels good because the last taste that we had of normalcy was the Sweet 16 my freshman year, so it feels good.
And the action runs through the rest of the week for the girls tournament this week, and then the boys tip off starting late next week. In Lexington, Chad Hedrick, WKYT.
Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. William Warfield here with you courtside, and Coach Joey Thacker and the Franklin County Lady Flyers won your first region game tonight against Bryan Station. You move on, you got either Lexington Catholic, Madison Southern coming up, Coach. But let's talk about this season and this wild ride you guys have been on. I know 9 district championships in a row now. That's fantastic, Coach, and almost kind of like what Mercer County's done down there in the in their district with 14, but you're on your way to that, Coach. But talk to us about this season, these young ladies to our left, and how everything's clicking for you.
Well, it's been a fun bunch to coach. We've been a group that has really bought in for each other. We're playing well at the right time. Our practices have been spectacular, and I think we have different people stepping up on different nights, and we really need that so they can't focus on one person.
Yeah. Coach, we got a couple young ladies here, 2 of your stars on the team. We got Patience Lasser and NEVEAH Carter as well here with us, and what a great job they've done and meant to your team this season.
Yeah, and for 5 years, really. These two have really bought in, and you don't ever have to question their leadership, how hard they're going to play, and how much they root for their teammates.
We'll start with you, Patience. Just talk to us about this season and, tell everybody out there, how you feel about going into the rest of this playoff.
I feel great. The season's been pretty fun for them. From the beginning to now, we've changed a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to continue playing.
You know, NEVEAH means a lot to you. She gets you the ball quite a bit, and NEVEAH, I mean, you tonight's ball game specifically, and I know you've done it all season, but the court vision has been outstanding. I saw a couple of these home run passes out there. You found some of your teammates, wide open layups. How do you see it off that rebound?
I don't even know. I don't. I just look for them running out and just throw it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
What's it like, ladies, playing for Coach Thacker and being a Franklin County Flyer?
He could be hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, but he's a great coach.
It can be stressful, hard, but it's fun playing with him. I mean,
Playing for him. Right.
playing for him, and yeah, that's it.
Coach, these ladies, like you said, they've been with you quite a while on this team. You've had star after star after star come through this program for you, but nobody does X's and O's like you do, Coach, and you have done it the right way, Coach. This floor, beautiful, by the way, in HD video. We were saying up there, I mean, and it's loud in here. I love the atmosphere.
Yeah, our crowd is always awesome in here. You know, we've developed a pretty cool following. A lot of players came back tonight to watch us play. A lot of alumni in the stands that I saw, and I just can't say enough about everybody that's contributed to get us to where we are.
Talk about contributing. Tonight, you ran, what, 12 deep off your bench tonight?
Yeah, we've got some depth. You know, our practices are very competitive, and you know, the more competitive your practices are, the easier the games get.
Yeah.
And our kids really get after each other every day. There's a lot of banging going on down inside, and you know, that I ask them that, you know, it should be easier to score against our opponent than it is against each other. Yeah. And they give me that effort every day.
What a great job Franklin County's done. One of our favorites says we look forward to the rest of this postseason, Coach. I don't want to jinx you, but I got to be honest with you. You guys look pretty good out there. Ladies look good out there.
Well, the only game we want to win is the next one.
That's right.
We tell them that every day. So they've been extremely focused, and they've made it really, really fun. So.
Coach Joey Thacker and the young ladies here, superstars, Patience Laster and NEVEAH Carter for Franklin County here on the Scholastic Ball Report. We'll be back after this.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athletes of the Week. Boys basketball team from Great Crossing High School, along with Coach Steve Page, MALACHI Moreno, and SCHUREMAN. Coach Page, talk to us a little about your season, your district, and regional tournament run.
Yeah, we obviously had a great season. Finished up Friday night at 27-7 in the region semifinals. Won our district, 41st district. So being a third-year school, that was the first time we'd won the district. Actually, first time we'd won a game in the postseason. So, you know, with the team we had, obviously 27-7, we felt really good. Obviously, we're disappointed Friday night. Felt like we, very easily could have won that game, but we were overall, we were very excited with the season we had.
Describe the makeup and experience of your team this year.
Yeah. We started 4 freshmen for the most part. We have a sophomore that started some as well. With COVID and stuff, we had kids in and out, especially around Christmas, but started 4 freshmen by the end. Now, 2 of those were repeat year freshmen, but 2 of them, Malachi and Gage Richardson, were, natural freshmen, true freshmen, whatever you want to call them. Typically played up to 9 kids, 3 of them being seniors. And then the rest of them being sophomores or less. We actually didn't even have a junior, on our varsity roster this year. So unless something changes, we may not even have a senior next year, on the varsity roster. So we'll see.
Do you set team goals each year?
Absolutely. We actually, when the summer ended this year, I took the boys to BW3s here in Georgetown, and we sat down at the end of that meal and made 3 goals. So it was to win 20. So we won 27. It was to win our district. and it was to make EKU. So, a program that was 25-29 in 2 years, we set what we felt were realistic goals, and we were able to, to meet our goals. Obviously, again, we'd like to have gone a little further and exceeded our expectations, but it was great to set those goals and have the young group come together and meet them.
Introduce your players with us today.
Yep. So on my right is Malachi Moreno. He's a 6'10" freshman. He actually played for us last year as an 8th grader as well. Holds our school record for points in a game. Scored that last year against Paris as an 8th grader with 33. And then Ty Scheureman over here on my left, senior. Been with us from day one in the program. The first time we got together at Georgetown Middle School before our school gym was even there, Ty was involved. So he's been a staple of our program and was phenomenal this year as a leader, both on and off the court, helping our 4 freshmen and our young group come together and stat line wise, he wasn't our leader in in any stat line categories, but there's no way we have the team we have without Ty.
Like an assistant coach out there for you. Malachi,
Absolutely.
who got you interested in basketball, and how old were you?
I think my brother got me interested in basketball. When he was younger, he would travel across the states, and I would sort of be dragged along. And I guess watching him around maybe 4 or 5, I just fell in love with the game.
How does your play help the team, you think?
I think my length helps my team on the defensive end. It helps our team make an impact, and it helps me score a little bit easier on different bigs and stuff.
Well, I don't have to tell you, in a couple of years, your recruiting will heat up because you'll be a junior. And I tell you what, it's going to be pretty intense. So as a young player, did you have goals to play in college?
Yes, I feel like I'm like every other kid in America whose ultimate dream is to play in the NBA or to go D1, and that's been my dreams ever since I started playing basketball.
As a good student, I know you're only a freshman. You have all A's and only 1 B. How do you balance the academics and the basketball?
Well, academics always comes first, so I try to put that as my main priority before I put basketball as my top priority.
Well, Ty Scheureman, how long have you been playing basketball, Ty?
I've probably been playing, since I was real little, probably about 6, 7, over in church league at my church right now. So it's been a little while, yeah.
What's your favorite thing about playing on the team there at Great Crossing, besides obviously the coach? You well know that Coach Gage is outstanding.
Yeah, I love the family atmosphere that we've made over here. We really established that first year, and we built on that, especially this year. We were all so close. Even if our ages weren't close, we were close as a brotherhood over here.
What part of your game did you work on to help the team most this year?
I tried to get my leadership skills much better, and my defense and hustle, I feel like that's what I contributed to the team more than anything. And, I love the guys I play with, so, I go out there and compete every time we play.
With the 4.1 GPA, that's unbelievable. I think if I double mine, I had that when I was a senior, but that's pretty good on your part. What encouraged you to be the good student that you are?
My parents, they've always said, you got to be a good student before you do anything else, and that's going to get you further in life than, for most people, than athletics. But, yeah, it's probably my parents. They pushed me to do good in academics.
Well, thank you, Coach Page, Malachi, and Ty for being on the show today.
Hey, thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Well, that's the Crown Trophy Scholar Athletes of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week comes from the quarterfinal game between Franklin County and Southwestern. With under 2 minutes to play in the game, Kaylee Young comes up with a steal and scores for the Warriors. Take another look at it. The game was a 3-point game before the steal, and Young takes it the distance to give Southwestern a 5-point lead. That one would seal the victory for Southwestern. That's your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report and the UK Sports Medicine segment, our title sponsor. Today we have UK Sports Medicine Director of Outreach, Rob Ullery, and also the Athletic Training Services. Welcome to the Scholastic Ball Report.
Thanks, Gary. Glad to be on.
Rob, how do you and UK celebrate the National Athletic Training Month?
So March is designated as National Athletic Training Month, and we recognize all of our athletic trainers through our social media pages throughout the month, documenting their day-to-day basis, what school they're at, their likes, and where they're from. So we want to really recognize all of our athletic trainers that we have on staff.
You're a very busy time with lots of sports going on. Describe what your schedule looks like this time of the year.
Well, this time of the year is very busy. I mean, we have that partnership with the KHSAA, so we've got the Sweet 16s coverage. Baseball, softball, and track is starting up. So lots and lots of things going on. We've got mini soccer tournaments and lacrosse games and tournaments going on. So it's very busy this time of the year.
What other duties do you have at the UK Sports Medicine as in your title?
So what's so nice, or however you want to say it, but I'm still a practicing athletic trainer. So we've got 14 athletic trainers on staff, as well as 5 athletic training fellows that work with us. And we're still 2 or 3 athletic trainers short. So which means that I fill in and I cover events and do those sorts of things as well. So I challenge many professions to have their supervisor / their boss be able to jump right in and lend a hand and do whatever you have to do to get the job done. And that's what makes it so nice for me. I would never ask my staff to do something that I wouldn't do myself. So that's what makes it really nice.
Well, Rob, we had the girls tournament, and you had a special award that you give away every year to the girl.
Yes, so this is our 6th year in handing out the UK Sports Medicine Comeback Player of the Year award. And this is a statewide award, and I use judges throughout the state. So this isn't just a Central Kentucky award or a Northern Kentucky award. This is an award that we get nominations from throughout the state. And we sifted through about 60 nominations this year, and my judges, for the first time ever, came up with a tie. So for the first time ever, we have co-winners. So we were fortunate enough to recognize 2 young ladies that have overcome a lot throughout the past year and a half, as we all have through COVID and everything else. But these 2 young ladies have overcome more than just that. The first winner was Alyssa Hall from Perry County Central, who had an outstanding story and has come through a lot and plays soccer at Perry County Central. And then our second award winner, or co-winner, was Tyra Flowers from George Rogers Clark High School, who a year and a half ago overcame a big injury and a big illness, and has led the GRC Lady Cardinals throughout this year.
And now she's doing big things for the Cardinals. You're right, coming back with a big season. Well, thank you, Rob, for the important information on National Athletic Training Month, and those 2 girls, very deserving.
Very, very deserving. And next week we will announce the young man that will be recognized at the state finals of the boys Sweet 16. And it'll be a great atmosphere again.
Well, that's Rob Ullery from UK Sports Medicine, Healthcare, keeping us healthy and safe for all high school sports activities. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
On Friday night, Southwestern hit 10 3-pointers in a win over McCracken County. And after the game, Warriors head coach Junior Molden said that his team practiced like the Golden State Warriors. So could Southwestern outscore the 11th region champs Franklin County today in a quarterfinal round of the girls' Sweet 16? Michaela Nordis says yes. Her triple falls. She finished with 17 points. With the Flyers, they can let it fly as well. NEVEAH Carter hits a 3. This game was tied at 25 at the half. Second half we go. The coach's kid, Kinsley Molden, delivers from the top of the circle. Southwestern up by 5. Franklin County going inside to Patience Laster. Back to a one-possession game. Southwestern hit just 6 triples today, but they hold on to win 47-40. They play Bullitt East tomorrow in the semifinal.
Told them in the second half they're going to hit them. Kinsley Molden's been shooting threes out in my backyard for a long time. I trust that she's going to hit them. A lot of people say Junior Molden's teams live and die by the 3. We didn't hit them tonight.
A tough one, obviously. Last one always is. Just can't score. You know, just couldn't jump up and shoot the ball in the basket consistently.
Well, that's a show for this week. Join us next week for another exciting high school show highlighting high school athletes in the area. Special thanks to the Scholastic Ball Report team, Prep Spin's King of Stream, William Warfield, Joel Clays from WKYT, our director, Bridget DeVries, our executive producer. And remember, for those you see and you don't see, keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.